Is going on YouTube? Tyler here with False Neutral Media, and today it's just going to be me. My brother's going through some health stuff, so he had the week off, but we're going to get into Spring Creek at MILLVILLE, and I don't even know where to begin. Let's start with the 250s, but holy crap. Let's just talk about J-Mart real quick, all right? Jeremy Martin, last race, going into retirement. What a freaking day. I couldn't be more stoked on it. It was honestly super humbling and exciting to watch all that happen for him. That's very rare, especially, going into retirement. But I mean, he was looking good, absolutely dangerous, and he could have took the points overall if Joe was to pass Hayden, because I know when they had the Red Cross flag, you're not supposed to jump on that. But where Joe did, this is a huge, controversial topic. But I think the flag was a little after Hayden, did it early. So that's why Joe caught up, at least to my understanding. So I don't think there was any repercussions of Joe doing that because the flag was still a little more ahead and Joe was still going. But they both didn't obviously jump where they were supposed to, which was awesome. Looking out for the riders, making the riders safe. That's what we like. But no, yeah, it was very close. Cause yeah, if Hayden would have took third, Joe took second, J-Mart would have had the one overall. He would have won the whole thing, which would have been sick. But no, yeah, congratulations, J-Mart. Enjoy the retirement. Hopefully we obviously still see you around in the sport and still being heavily involved. So we'll definitely see more of them, especially because they have Spring Creek, which is really cool. They own MILLVILLE, Spring Creek National. But yeah, getting into the rest of it, Hayden Deegan, okay? Bro, Hayden Deegan and Joe Shimoda were absolutely ripping. It was really exciting to watch. We know Hayden had that one injury on his leg, so he was not babying it, I would say, but he was, from just watching and the way he rides and seeing him also ride in person, like, he wasn't taking it easy, but he was making it to where he didn't want to overdo himself and totally heal up, which definitely was cool to see. Taking care of yourself as a professional athlete in this sport definitely plays a huge part in everything now, coming from the older days. It was more like, hey, you're fine, here's this from the doctor, go back out, you're good. Or no time off, you're fine. Like it used to be a lot different back then. So I'm glad that a lot of these riders are taking more care of themselves in general, taking that time off. I mean, look at Chase Sexton. He took that time off, and hopefully we see more of that now that he's back. But staying with the 250s, yeah, Deegan and Joe were absolutely flying, absolutely ripping. That was really exciting. I don't know purposely if Hayden, because there was a race. I won't go into putting on the tinfoil hat, but there was a race with James Stewart. I don't know if it was with Chad Reed or Carmichael, but Stewart was in the lead. Let one of the riders catch up to him. I know I'm forgetting, it was so long ago. Let him catch up to him because they were saying oh, he's the next big thing. He's the fastest, blah, blah, blah. James let him by to take first and toyed with that rider. It's either Carmichael or Reed. It's one of the two. But then Stewart was just putting on a statement yo, I'm the best. Don't forget it. And I think that's what Hayden kind of did, hurt leg or not. I don't know. I kind of saw that and I was like, oh, kind of throws back to memories with, tinfoil hat theory. But whether that's true or not, it was cool to see them battling. That look back at Joe, oh my gosh, that was absolutely insane. Definitely love seeing that in the sport. And I bet that definitely lit a fire under Joe for going into Moto 2, but it was awesome. The PC Cowie guys were looking absolutely phenomenal. Haymaker actually, was in Moto 1 in fifth, running really, really good at Millville, and then going down with a hard crash. I know that Drew Adams, he was looking amazing. Garrett Marchbanks was looking really good. A lot of the guys were looking good. What was it? Levi Kitchen was trying to put on that charge. I thought we were going to see a little more from him. Him and Volan ended up going down Moto 1 and then Moto 2. Even both riders were putting on a really good charge in the top 10. Let's get into the Triumph team. I guess we'll just do, the top teams. But the Triumph team, Fortner was looking amazing. I can't wait to see what he brings to Washougal. So that'll be fun. That'll be super exciting to see a lot of these guys in person and film them. But staying on topic, Swole was looking awesome. Jordan Smith, Jay Smith was looking awesome. Harrop was absolutely on it. It looked like he flowed with that track, loved that track, and was showing us that he's there for business. So I'm excited with the Triumph team. We know that Fortner is doing a little more of like taking a step back from being too competitive. He's got a family now. He just wants to make it through this outdoor series because of, the past, which I am all here for. I can't be upset about it. I'm a huge Fortner fan. But yeah, we are definitely seeing a lot of the Triumph bikes making their way to the top. So it's going to be interesting going into SMX with these last couple rounds. I think 4 rounds. We got Schugle and then 3 more rounds and then, SMX. So, I'm excited for that. Let's talk Bar X for a second. First of all, Schwartz and Ross. Insane. Honestly, I think they're figuring everything out as a team with their mechanics. The parents all being there, supporting, helping the riders as much as possible. You guys need to look at Bar X a lot more. Myron's doing a phenomenal job with that team. I can't wait to see what they bring into 2026. But Schwartz is looking absolutely phenomenal on the 44 Bar X Yamaha with Toyota. So Ross was absolutely looking amazing. He's doing fantastic for his rookie year. It's just awesome seeing these guys just, letting us see all that hard work that they're putting in pay off. And I would not be surprised if, like I said, towards the end, we see them fighting for more up top 10, top 5, especially going into next year. So I'm excited for that. Ross looking amazing. Congrats, dude. And Cole. I ain't moving. I'm not moving to 450s till we talk Cole. Cole Timbo is looking absolutely awesome. He was doing a little bit of the combine, and then he got the opportunity kind of to do like a small rookie year and be in there. I know Enzo Timmerman, also a couple other riders as well, but he is also learning the track. He is with Bar X. And phenomenal kid, and he's learning everything. He was looking really, really good at Millville. I saw, I think, one photo. He was coming around a corner, man, and standing up. It was like me on MX bikes, dude, just ripping a corner, standing up, getting that flow. So again, Bar X, keep an eye on them. But yeah, let's get into the 450s. 450s, Jet goes down Moto 1 and makes a huge comeback, going straight into first. Hunter is looking amazing as well. Basically, Hunter and Jet, the Aussie Bash brothers, man, you cannot fuck with them. They are on fire right now. The Honda boys are on fire. I know Michael Corley will probably love that. Honda boys, Team Green over here. But, they are looking phenomenal. Jet is, you know, we normally don't see riders that get injured come back that strong. You know, the dude is human, but he on the bike, he's just a different beast, which is always amazing to watch. You can learn a lot from him. The way he studies riders when he's not in first is absolutely amazing, and he counters it and takes control over it and makes it to where they have to shut down their lines, because it's like, now I need different lines just to keep up with them. So he is a very, very smart rider. You know, I think he gets a little like, I mean, everybody talks about him. He's a, you know, talk of the sport, but you know, dude, like, he is amazing on a bike. I will give him that. Hunter, definitely. They're both really awesome, awesome riders and awesome people. But no, yeah, AP, we know that AP was under the weather riding for his Red Bull KTM. I think he had a fever, or he's had, you know, feeling just under the weather for the past couple rounds. So we hope, AP, you know, you get better. We hope to see you back out there at, you know, the speed that you kind of were leaving at, and even not feeling good, being up there fighting for everything and getting great starts. I mean, dude, yeah, take all the time. He's also working with Alden Baker, because I mean that you could see the progress, but I hope he's just not getting burnt out from the strict program, and you know, with everything going on, hopefully he has time to rest, because a lot of these guys don't have time to rest, don't have time to, you know, especially on race days, like, get food as soon as they can, and it's always nonstop going. So hopefully, you know, AP, you get better. RJ Hampshire, dude, honestly, I am loving where he is at right now on the 450. You know, I know he was pretty much a beast on 250, but I kind of wish that he was on 450s a lot sooner, because we would probably see, like, you know, him at maybe the level of Tomac. And so, I mean, he's running up there. But, you know, see what he probably has in the tank with Jet and Hunter, and more of AP, and, you know, see him more in the on top of the box. But I think we're going to see a lot more of it. And Sexton is back. He's looking, you know, obviously really good. Actually, he took that time off with injury, and I think more of like a mental and physical break, which, you know, like I said before, like, definitely respect for these riders. They barely get any time off, and I felt like he needed it. They just got done with all those rounds at Supercross. A lot of these riders are burnt out. They're tired. Luckily, it hasn't been that hot. I think Hangtown has been kind of the warmest for the outdoor season. So it's nice knowing that these guys actually, like, can get through the motos and, you know, still be able to, you know, keep the body temperature down, not overheat, and stuff like that. So I'm happy that the weather's been pretty decent. We got Jay Coop. Jay Coop was looking phenomenal. I still think he's a little sore just from, like, that crash in practice. If you did see it, like, it looked like he hit his shoulder and his head. So hopefully, you know, I mean, nothing was really posted. He said that he was all right, that he didn't feel banged up like he thought he would be. From an interview, someone asked him, Tomac, you know, he's definitely having a little bit of these past couple races, like, a little off. I don't know, you know, if he's not feeling good. I don't know, you know, what's kind of going on. I don't know if it's a bike, or it's just maybe the tracks, or, you know, just that age that he's at, like, with the competition with Jet and him just being an absolute different animal on the bike with this generation of riding. But, you know, I hope we see a whole different Tomac for Schugel. But yeah, We definitely need him up there again, battling Jet. I want to see him, up there. He's done it before, so him and Chase and Hunter, just all those guys just battling. I want to see it. That's like what I really want. So hopefully, Washougal, we see, a whole different set of riders. I guess some I think will be out. I think AP is taking like that race off to relax, feel better. And Mookie, Malcolm Stewart, he was looking absolutely phenomenal on his bike as well. It's always good seeing Mookie do awesome in the top 10, top 5, or even on podium like we saw in Supercross. So I think we've been seeing a whole different Mookie this year. Not so much in the beginning of outdoors, kind of some bad luck on starts. But hey, that's what it is with outdoors. Like, it's all about the starts, the key to the race, as James Stewart would say, and JT. So it is literally the start of the race that you got to worry about, and then leave. Barsha is also back, like Chase, and Barsha is actually looking really good. I can't wait to see him at Washougal as well. It's gonna be, yeah, awesome. I get it. Like last year when I went, I didn't get to film a lot of the riders because they were out. Jet was out. Tomac wasn't there. So I'm excited. Barsha, I don't think was there either. A lot of people were injured. So I'm actually really stoked to be there. So, Cody Shock also, my God, him jumping down, what is it, St. Martin, I think it was like him and a couple other guys that were jumping down and doubling. I mean, there was a clip on it. It was just insane. I don't know how he was able to even stop and make that right-hand corner. But it was badass to watch. So he's looking really good. We also got Ducati. Sorry, I had my notes here so I don't forget and we stay on topic. But we had Ducati for the first time. Well, no, the second time. Sorry, Redbud. They were out there. But no, the Ducati with Antonio Corelli. I believe just his song of the day was Booty Booty Rockin' Everywhere, right? He went down. He got a little ran over, like stuck under some bikes, gear ripped, butt hanging out. It was kind of funny, but he still rode. We've seen other things before, during Supercross with crotches hanging out, and yeah, we won't get into that, but we all remember. But no, yeah, the for a stock Ducati, it actually looks really good. Which, brings me to a lot of things with that, but it's really cool to see Antonio Corelli out there. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that last name right, but hopefully, we see more of the Ducati, more of him. But that stock bike, man, he was making it look like the bike's going to be really good these coming years, especially when they start getting those parts. And some riders on there. I'm actually excited to see who they're going to have going into 2026. So we'll definitely keep an eye out for that. But going into from the stock Ducati, let's talk a little bit about Prado. I know a lot of people are just like kind of getting on his case, asking him a bunch of questions and so on and so forth. About what he's doing, what he needs to do, why is he quitting? JT said it on a podcast, like, I saw him quit. My thought on that, I don't think he's like necessarily quitting. He is used to a whole different bike, a whole different team, and we've said it before many times, me and my brother, but there is, a lot of people, even I have seen clips of him absolutely ripping on that bike, the Kawasaki. A lot of the guys are working on it. The team is definitely working on it, trying to get it set to how, he likes it. That's comfortable and suited for him. And that just takes time. Unfortunately, it's taking longer than, most. But he's also learning these tracks, new team, new bike, so they're trying to figure it out. But it is kind of wild to see a stock Ducati bike do better than a decked out PC Kawasaki. So it's like, is it the rider? Is it the bike? What's going on? Is there a communication issue? Is there something that we're missing, or, just what's going on? But we hope. I'm a huge Prado fan. I'm not trying to like bash him or anything like that. I want to see him on top. I want to see him win. He's used to that. And he's a super cool dude from meeting him at Paula and obviously Hangtown, and would love to try to get an interview with him and a couple other riders while I'm there, kind of get out of my comfort zone, and be more involved. But no, yeah, I hope to see that he gets, up there, gets everything figured out. We got Ando that is still out. I don't know. I think he's not even going to finish the season for outdoors. I don't know if he's even going to race in SMX, so we'll have to stay tuned to that. But no, it was a good race. Spring Creek, congrats to Hayden Deegan taking P1 on the day, and Jet Lawrence P1 450s on the day. I'm excited. We're going to be leaving for Washougal. This video might be a little late because, it's just it's going to be a hectic week and weekend. So I will catch you guys in the next one. My brother should be ready to go, feeling a little bit better. So we'll both be in here. We also got, some big things coming. I'm excited. I'm excited for Washougal. So leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe, and feel free to share. We're definitely trying to hit 200 subscribers, trying to, boost up the NorCal scene within the sport. And no, yeah, I appreciate everybody with the support, the watches, the likes, everybody that tunes in. Thank you guys so much. We will see you after Washougal.